What's up everyone, Dr. Zleek here today with Harbor Havok, the medium track in Trials Evolution, and for this track, you can use either the Phoenix or the Scorpion. Personally, I prefer the Phoenix. I've gone back and forth with my best times between the two bikes, but I think you'll find the Phoenix is better suited. This unfortunately can't use two bikes on this track because it'd be better to switch between the two, but can't do that obviously, so let's get to the track. So you want to start out by just not even hitting the stick until you get to the second platform, and you can lean forward. And it's one of those things where you want to lean forward and just posture yourself and then let it be passive until you get to the second point, and then you want to hard hold forward on that second part. And then once you're in the air, just lean back and just get a bunny hop up to the second section. Try to land on this section as soon as possible because it will be good for building up speed and launching yourself down here. Full throttle here, another basic bunny hop. Landing in the dirt, hopefully if you land too early that means you're missing some speed and time, so try to go back and do that again. From there, use momentum. You should be able to hop up and over here, hopefully landing on the bottom edge of this red barrel, if not on the next section. So hopefully you should land somewhere on this red container, if not this wooden area. And then you can do a hop. Hopefully you should be able to land somewhere to where you can either just go to this next container or just land with your bike here and then flip. And then once you're on this container, you'll just do a basic bunny hop down to this next container. Try to avoid the water if you can. Try to get as big as hop on these things as you can and land on this flat section as soon as you can, but not too far, and otherwise you'll lose momentum. Do another basic bunny hop up here. Try to land on the yellow container. Push off. This is what'll screw you guys up from here on out, like from this point on the track. If you can, land on any container, but preferably you want to land on that second, the small one, the second one. So let's see if I can do that for you. Having some difficulties, but you'll see in my replay where I just land on there and that lets me just push on the next one. But either way, as long as you land flat on one, that's okay. Try to get no bunny hop here, just so you can land on those really easily, and then bunny hop on this one to finish the finish line. So let's go ahead and check out that replay. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the leaderboard replay. Sorry about that slight delay, but you won't notice because of editing, and now I set it so I've ruined the illusion. So it's ranked to 556 at the time, just around 34 seconds, using the Phoenix, of course. Alright, so simulating forward through here, holding forward on that second jump, moving back into forward on the incline, just getting enough gas to get on that next point. Nice big leap here. Bunny hop, or front flip of course, for style points. Nice big bunny hop here. As you'll see, I'll land on the dirt about there. Pushing up through this jump, I'll probably, if I remember correctly, I land just at the bottom of that red container, and then do a nice hop through here. Making sure you want to get enough distance, but just not enough too much height so where you can land and do this, and I'll just flip over down this next container. Excuse me. Nice big jump through here, missing the water completely, which is good for speed, keeping up the momentum, using it to get up here on the second point. Getting up to the yellow container, pushing off with a good jump, landing on that second one right there, avoiding the water on this one. Slightly hit the water on that one, that's okay. As long as you land somewhere on these two containers, that should be alright, and then a good nice big jump to get that hit over the finish line for 34.5 seconds. So let's take a look at the full speed. This track is actually really fun to play, and if you can get a good time, it's very fun. The only frustrating part is once you hit into the water with sinking and moving obstacles. It always makes it kind of a crapshoot, especially if you're just trying to get a decent time. But as long as you land solidly on everything and make sure to get plenty of air when you need it and not so much air when you don't, you should be alright. So, as always guys, Twitter and YouTube are a thing, so let me know via those means if you want anything, or feedback is always appreciated, even if it's negative feedback. That's what I'll do to make my videos better. And as always guys, I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.